Good morning, everybody. I'm Karolis Rosickas, the CEO of Regeneus. I would like to thank ARM for the opportunity to present our company. Before we start, here is a disclaimer for your reference. This presentation is for information purposes only and contains certain forward-looking statements, which are no guarantees of future performance. Regeneus is a pioneer cell therapy company founded in Sydney in 2007. We went public on the Australian Stock Exchange in 2013. The company develops two product technologies. One is Progenza, which is mesenchymal stem cells and their bioactive secretome, such as cytokines, chemokines, and extracellular vesicles. And another one is Regeneus, which is a cell-free bioactive secretome. Regeneus has a very strong IP base with over 80 patents in key geographies. The company is run by a highly experienced team. I come to Regeneus with 17 years of experience in healthcare and technology. Prior to Regeneus, I co-founded and ran SingCell, which is a Singapore-based contract development and manufacturing organization focused on stem cells, and a London-based digital therapeutic business, Om Health. Prior to founding these ventures, I was a vice president in mergers and acquisitions team at HSBC in London, primarily focusing on the healthcare sector. The operational team at Regeneus has over 10 years of experience working together, which demonstrates our commitment to the technology and products we develop to address large unmet medical needs. Now I would like to provide you with a brief introduction to our technology and products. Regeneus is one of the pioneer companies working with mesenchymal stem cells, or MSCs, and their bioactive secretome. MSCs are multipotent stem cells which perform various functions, including direct differentiation, activation of resident stem cells, and importantly, secretion of bioactive molecules, which we call a secretome. A bioactive secretome contains molecules such as cytokines, chemokines, growth factors, extracellular vesicles, which have an active therapeutic function in the human body. They act to reduce inflammation and promote tissue repair. What we also understood early on is that these molecules improve functionality and viability of MSCs themselves. So this combination of MSCs and the bioactive secretome exerts a much more powerful therapeutic effect than what MSCs alone would do. And this is one of the key differentiators of our technology. Regeneus uses allogeneic adipose-derived MSCs where we can manufacture millions of doses of final product from a single donor. Our cells are safe. MSCs are known to be immune-privileged cells, which escape patients' immune system without the risk of rejection. We also do not perform any genetic modification of cells, and this obviously provides us with a more straightforward regulatory approval pathway, as well as alleviates any concerns from potential licensing partners. Finally, our products have a well-understood mechanism of action. So where do we sit across the spectrum of other technologies in regenerative medicine? On one hand, we have Generation 1 companies, which use only MSCs or iPSCs as their therapeutic agents. It is now well understood that stem cells alone have only a limited differentiation and grafting potential. On the other hand, we have emerging extracellular or EV technologies, which are novel, but still are an early stage modality. Most of EV isolation and purification technologies are expensive, with scalable manufacturing yet to be proven. These companies are still trying to understand the mechanism of action of individual EVs, and most therapies are still years away from the clinic. Our Progenza technology, which combines cells and their bioactive secretome, including EVs, is well positioned in this range of technologies. We know that secretions play an important role in enhancing viability and functionality of MSCs, and they also have an independent immunomodulatory function. As mentioned earlier, Regeneus develops two product platforms. So Progenza, which is MSCs and their secretome, and the second one is Regeneus, which is cell-free secretome. Progenza is a phase 2 ready asset, with a lead indication being knee osteoarthritis. We signed a collaboration and licensing agreement with Kyocera Corporation to commercialize this product in Japan. We're also preparing for phase 2 trials in the United States and Australia. Progenza is a platform technology which can be applied in various indications in pain and inflammation. We have strong preclinical data in neuropathic pain, and we will explore value-accreting opportunities in this area going forward. Our Regeneus product contains all cytokines, growth factors, EVs secreted by MSCs, and we add them to creams or gels to be applied topically. Most of our work with Regeneus is in pain and wound healing applications. Both product platforms were developed internally and are protected by a portfolio of over 80 patents covering multiple indications in key geographies. Our patents cover the product and manufacturing process and extensive therapeutic use. We do not rely on any third parties to license our technology. This slide summarizes our non-clinical and clinical data. Firstly, we have successfully completed Progenza phase 1 trial for knee osteoarthritis. We confirmed the primary endpoints of safety and tolerability at both low and high doses with a single injection. We also confirmed secondary endpoints of efficacy with statistically significant reduction in VAS and WOMAC pain scores, as well as halting of cartilage degeneration. This gives us a high degree of confidence that Progenza can be used not only as a pain management therapeutic, but also as a disease-modifying osteoarthritis drug, which is the holy grail in knee osteoarthritis. Secondly, neuropathic pain is central in many disease indications, including chronic lower back pain. We performed a study on chronic constriction injury model with Progenza and demonstrated that a single injection of Progenza modifies disease in 14 days. Thirdly, we ran multiple studies of Regeneus in various indications, including acne, age spots, and pigmentation. The product proved to be safe and efficacious, and we're now exploring various partnership models to advance Regeneus development. In summary, our extensive non-clinical and clinical data provides Regeneus with multiple development opportunities, and now we have a very focused strategy to advance these opportunities and get to the clinic in the expedited manner. Now I would like to provide you with more information about the market opportunity we are addressing. So pain is a large and growing problem worldwide. A large proportion of adult population, around 1.5 billion people globally, suffer from one or more types of pain, such as lower back, knee, headaches, and so on. Around 50% of patients report inadequate relief by taking existing medications. We all witnessed an opioid addiction crisis in the US and see that patients around the world are in need for safer, lasting, and more efficacious next-generation therapeutics. Here at Regeneus, we now focus on knee osteoarthritis, which is pain and inflammation around the knee joint, but we also see multiple opportunities in other pain indications. Knee osteoarthritis indication is a large addressable market with over 200 million patients worldwide. The market size of $3.5 billion is expected to grow once more advanced therapeutics, such as Progenza, are approved for patient use. The US is by far the largest market globally by value, with around 60% of global share, and is expected to grow in the coming years. The osteoarthritis market benefits from secular tailwinds, such as aging population, increasing prevalence of obesity, a high degree of dissatisfaction with existing treatments, such as non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs or corticoid injections. And there are also no disease-modifying therapies in the market. Here you can see a continuum of various osteoarthritis treatment options. Low-grade knee osteoarthritis can be treated by managing weight and exercising, but as we know, an uptake and adherence to these interventions is relatively low. At higher pain grades, we have analgesics, NSAIDs, opioids, and injectable options such as hyaluronic acid and corticosteroids. However, these therapeutics only target symptoms and not the cause of the disease. There are various safety concerns, and they typically provide only short-term pain relief. As mentioned earlier, there are currently no disease-modifying therapies on the market. And once you reach high grades of pain, patients need to consider various surgical interventions, such as knee replacement. However, we all know the downsides of these therapies, such as cost, long recovery period, and limited lifespan of implants. So where does Progenza fit in the current osteoarthritis treatment market? A single shot of Progenza provides a long-term pain relief and halts cartilage degeneration before patients need to undergo a surgery or other invasive procedure. Progenza has a real shot to become the first disease-modifying osteoarthritis drug globally. Now, I would like to provide more insight on how Regeneus is planning to capitalize on market opportunities discussed earlier. So Regeneus has multiple levers on how to create value by leveraging a comprehensive technology platform we developed. Firstly, a number of our near-term opportunities revolve around partnering with larger biopharma or medical device companies to run later-stage trials and commercialize our products. As you know, we plan to launch Progenza in Japan in partnership with Kyocera. We're also exploring licensing opportunities for Progenza osteoarthritis worldwide ex-Japan. Secondly, in addition to licensing opportunities, Regeneus is actively preparing to launch Progenza OA phase 2 trials in the US and Australia independently. We are open to discussing various collaboration and licensing options for these processes. And thirdly, Regeneus would consider various strategic M&A options for the business, which could include a strategic sale or to a large biopharma company. This slide summarizes our development pipeline. As discussed, we are preparing for Progenza OA phase 2 trial in Japan together with Kyocera and expect to receive a conditional approval from PMDA in 2024. We're also actively preparing for a phase 2 trial in the US. At the same token, we will run the similar design phase 2 trial in Australia. In Europe, we obtained an advanced therapy medicinal product designation in 2018, and now are exploring various collaboration and licensing options. For Regeneus, we're planning to a phase 1 trial in pain in Australia, and at the same time are discussing co-development and licensing options. Here, I would like to provide you with an update on our partnership with Kyocera in Japan. As a background, Kyocera is a global diversified conglomerate. Their life and environment division manufactures medical devices, including orthopedic joint implants, and now cell therapies as well. This partnership provides a true validation of our Progenza technology. The collaboration license agreement was signed in August last year. Kyocera is responsible for product development, manufacturing, regulatory, and commercialization processes in Japan. We granted exclusivity only for knee osteoarthritis in Japan, and other markets and indications are available for licensing. We are well on track to deliver on our obligations to Kyocera and receive future milestone payments. We are progressing well with the tech transfer, manufacture of the master cell bank, and intend to launch a phase 2 trial in 2022, with an expected PMDA conditional approval to be received in 2024. In addition to Japan, the Regeneus team is very excited about the osteoarthritis opportunity in the US. The US has 33 million osteoarthritis patients, or 1 in 7 adults, which is a significant market for Progenza product. We're now executing on our accelerated plan to prepare and launch Progenza OA phase 2 trial in the US. We plan to have an FDA pre-IND consultation in Q2 this year, manufacture GMP final product, and start clinical trial recruitment in Q1 next year. At the same time, we are in discussions with potential licensing partners to run phase 2 and phase 3 trials and commercialize the product in the US. In this final slide, I would like to summarize why Regeneus represents a great partnership or investment opportunity. Firstly, we have a leading differentiated technology platform. A unique combination of stem cells and their bioactive secretome exerts superior therapeutic effect and is applicable in a broad range of pain and inflammation indications. We have developed a scalable and cost-effective manufacturing process, and our IP has been developed and is fully owned by the company. Secondly, our products target significant market opportunities with unmet medical need, such as disease modification in osteoarthritis. Thirdly, Progenza OA is a phase 2 ready asset with strong non-clinical and phase 1 data, additionally validated during the Kyocera's extensive technical due diligence process. And now we are working on an active pipeline of potential licensing opportunities in key geographies. And lastly, Regeneus will benefit from numerous near-term value accreting opportunities. Coursera partnership will deliver additional $13 million in milestone payments in the next 3 to 4 years. We're preparing to launch an OA phase 2 trial in the US next year, which is a significant opportunity for the company, as well as OA phase 2 and pain phase 1 trials in Australia. This concludes my presentation, and our team is open to questions. Thank you very much.